Hey everybody, it's JJamJim. Welcome back to see Skylines. In our second episode of our special three-parter here, tackling our new Industries DLC. I hope you had a wonderful time in the first episode and have checked out the stream over on Twitch, checking out all of the industry things. So I'm sure for some of you, this already has been gone over and talked about, but I'm going to do it as well just because it is so exciting and there are many people who are probably going to have lots of questions, and I am more than happy to answer what I know, and let's learn alongside together in how all of this gets done, because really I have done some exploring of this myself, but not, not a ton of it. And so there's going to be definitely ways to maximize profits and maximize how traffic gets worked and all of those things. And so we're going to tackle more of that. But I wanted to open up here. We hit our level 2 area and Dean Oil area, and we have unlocked some more buildings. We've unlocked the petrochemical plant, small oil drilling rig, household plastic factory. So now we've unlocked our first factory where we can actually use the products that we're making to create stuff that we'll send into our commercial zones. Oil industry workers barracks, I'll talk about that in a second, and a crude oil storage cavern. Ooh, okay, great. So, here we are in Dean Oil, okay? Now, here's something that I should talk about that I meant to talk about last episode in the first episode, but I didn't. And one of those things is how this district works, right? Because you might be a little confused, right? We have this park district, or not park district, this industry district that we painted, but then we also have like a regular oil district, and what does this mean? It's confusing. So there's a little bit of a redundancy happening. That is just something that we're going to have to work around. It possibly is something that is addressed in the future to streamline a little bit. So let's say I took off, let's say over here, in our industries specialization, let's say I took this out and I said, I don't want this to be anything. I want this to just, this district can be just what it is now. Because I'm already making oil, right? I'm already making oil in our other district. So I want to make an oil, I want to actually zone something. I want to zone an oil building, okay? So I zone an oil building, okay? And an oil building will pop in, hopefully. There it is, okay? And great. So we're going to get like another little drilling rig, but then this is actually a zoned thing, which is kind of what I want to go for. And that's all really well and good. And then you go, wait a minute. This is an ice cube factory. It's not oil. Okay. So what still needs to happen is if you do want to actually zone industrial things on your own inside of these painted districts, you still have to paint a regular oil district over it and assign it still in this tab to be oil. A little confusing, a little redundant if you ask me, because then you have to sort of, if you do want to zone industrial, you sort of need to paint two districts, which is a little confusing. But I am actually going to get rid of this because I do not plan to zone anything in here. So I am going to actually go back into my districts tab and just get rid of the oil district altogether. Don't want it. I don't plan to do any of zoning in here. So, there you go. Bye. C'est la vie. Alright. So, we have unlocked level 2. So, let's go back into our warehouses tab. So, now we have options to make an industry oil workers barracks. It increases the work efficiency of the workers in the industry area. Each building increases the work efficiency by 5% up to the maximum of 100%. Auxiliary building needs to be placed inside the industrial area. So these are little barracks where they sort of live and work, and it's kind of cool actually. So we can place as many of these as we want, up to 100%, and increases worker efficiency. So for example, we could place 2 of these down, and then it's like these little like hotels or something basically where these guys will live. Very, very cool. I'm actually gonna just for aesthetic reasons, I'm going to pop just a little gap there and put in a path. I'm going to put in a path behind it So these guys can, you know, so there's a little bit of a gap there. And possibly, well, I don't really know what to do with that path. I could actually just create an end to that path and put, like, I don't know, some picnic tables or something on the end of it. But I just want to kind of create a path in there. We can work on that later. But anyway, yeah, very, very cool. It needs workers as well, so we'll add to your worker thing. But now that we have 2 of them down, our work efficiency is 110%. So it's quite a boost, which is really, really awesome. Okay, so we are almost full on this storage. So we may actually want to put another oil thing down. But we have access now to another storage container. So a fenced field with a pumping station and other equipment that is used to pump raw oil materials to large underground oil storage caverns. These can also be placed outside. So this is basically a larger version of this, but a little bit different. So again, I'm going to place it on this road. Right there. Very, very cool looking asset. So now there's storage caverns under there. This is also going to need power. I'm going to do this just to jump the power. I do like the look of windmills, and I think it's very cool and fitting for an industrial area. So now this pumps 400 barrels, and now they'll send oil here as well. Okay? Very, very cool. All right, what else did we unlock? We unlocked the ability to make drilling rigs now. So these are just going to pump essentially more oil out of the soil and into our pockets, so to speak. I'm also going to leave a gap between those. And these look really cool. They'll start to drill up and down. Very, very nifty. So essentially, these do mimic somewhat the look of, you know, the oil industry buildings that we'd zoned. But now you can specify and place them a little bit more. It's basically like creating parks, but industries. And it's very, very cool. And then we also unlocked the petrochemical plant, which will turn crude oil into plastics. Petrochemical plants takes oil and uses fluid catalytic cracking to produce oil fins that are the basis for polymers and oligomers used in products like plastics. This processing building requires oil to produce oil's special good, plastic. It needs to be placed inside the area. And you'll learn stuff. I don't know what some of those words mean. Oligomers? That's the first time I've ever heard that before. Olefins? Yep. So there you go. It's educational. Okay, so this is basically another processing plant. So I'm going to pop that one right next to that. And again, it will say, hey, I don't have enough stuff, right? This thing is making a little bit of petroleum that it is storing. But there we go. A truck just dropped off some oil, so now it can make more, which is really great. And then this place will make plastics. Actually, I may want to separate. Let me build a road going to that. What is that slope? That's actually not a terrible slope. It's not a terrible slope. But I think we may want to use some of this area. Which road guidelines back on. And then let's grab our one-way and upgrade these to be our one-way industrial roads. Make it grungy. Okay. And this is going to go to there and connect up. This will connect up to there. Let's just sort of do a little bit of road management here. And these will go like that. There we go. Cool. So I have a little more connection thing over there. I think I'm actually going to move this over here, so like this is like our plastics area, right? Just to separate a little bit. And in terms of making plastics, now that we're going to be doing that, we are going to need another warehouse. I'm going to make another yard that doesn't fit there. And that yard is going to sit right there. This is going to hold plastics. That power should link up. There we go. So now this will craft some plastics for us. As you can see down here, this is holding tons and tons of barrels of petroleum, which is really, really great. Okay, so we're starting to get quite an operation going in here. Quite the operation indeed. Now, we have unlocked a unique factory, and that is the Household Plastic Factory, which takes petroleum and plastic and turns it into plastics for tech vinyl. They're known for their durability and practical design. Alright, so this place... Oh, it's just a little big. I see. I see. Well, then, you little scamp. I am going to place this down on this road right here. And I'm going to make this also a little smaller. That's where I want that. So, link that. That'll give that road access again. Just make that a little bit smaller. Boom and boom. Okay, perfect. Now, very, very cool stuff. Tech vinyl. It's got all this stuff. So what will also happen is once this is delivered, goods, right? This is also screaming it doesn't have goods. So in this tab, or in this interface, you can adjust the production rate up and down, which is kind of nice. And it'll show you, okay, so now it's been delivered petroleum. It's still going to work on plastics, but might take a little while because we obviously haven't given it any plastics yet. We haven't made it. So what will happen is, there we go. It is now going to produce plastic products. And you can see there's a little blue bar that will slowly raise up as it makes the product. Okay? It'll show you the material cost and the value of it, which is so cool. I mean, just from an economy standpoint, so much more is now accessible to you. It's just incredible. Very, very excited about all that. So, and when that is done, a truck will get spawned. And the beauty of this truck being spawned, I'm going to put on 3-speed. I want this to get done. I want to show you what happens when it's all finished. It's very, very cool. I'm going to increase this production rate to 120% because that's how much I believe in tech vinyl. It does take a while, but it is going to make a bunch of units. I mean, it is storing, it's going to store 14 tons of plastic. So it's pretty insane. Okay. You pause. This little truck here has just been spawned. This delivery van is going to deliver to organic foods. And you can see how much it's carrying and where it's going. The best part about it is it says tech vinyl on it. Can you see that? It says tech vinyl on it. So you'll start to see, as you get more factories making other products, you'll start to see more of these vehicles, these vans, these lorries, and you'll start to see like, oh, this is getting delivered from our plastics factory. I know tech vinyl. It makes a lot more immersive, if you ask me, because over here at Goods Unlimited or Ready to Wear or the Ice Cube Factory or whatever, I don't. These trucks are all, they're generic. You know, a donut van will get spawned and then they're like, wait, where's that going? What? Now we have some clarity. It's gonna go and deliver plastics from this factory. It just is really, really, really awesome. Very, very good. And of course, cargo will get integrated with it and things will get exported out of there via the cargo station and all that stuff. But that is just super, super cool. Where are we at our levels? When do we get to level 3? We're very close to level 3. We need 25 more workers. And you can see down here that we are having an increased efficiency of 14%, and our pollution is down 10%. So the higher the industry level, the lower our pollution rate is, which is also really, really cool. And as you can see, our profit has now jumped. We are making $4,500 per week in our industry area. Now, our industrial demand is definitely going down. So what we're going to have to now balance is figuring out where we want to de-zone some traditional industry. And I think this is probably a very good place to do it. We can lower our truck traffic coming through here as well. So I'm going to actually de-zone some of this, simply because we don't need it. I'm just going to de-zone all of it. YOLO, right? YOLO. I'm going to keep this, though. Can I not put that there? Weird. Why won't you let me put that there? So, yeah, all these buildings will go away, and that is just going to be just fine with me. Just fine indeed. Still going to pollute over here because of our incinerators and stuff, but I wonder why that doesn't... There. Still have a little park down here for nicety's sakes. And I'll give you a path. No? Maybe I won't give you a path? Oh, I'll be darned if I don't give you a path there. A path here as well. There we go. I mean, and even if we wanted, I could paint another industrial district down here. And I could just use it to store oil, probably. Like, the possibilities of what you can do with the size and scale of your industrial areas is really limited only by your imagination. Which is very, very cool. So, what are we storing here? We have full storage there and almost full storage there. We are pumping a lot of oil. So I think we are going to need more places to refine it. So the other thing is, in true vanilla, you can only make one factory that will per each, okay? So once you do that, you can only make that one factory. Okay, so oil has reached level 3. We get an efficiency is now jacked up another 5%, and our pollution is down another 10, which is awesome. So we have access to a large oil pump, a toy factory, and in oil industry, more storage options. Very cool. Okay, so let's go back into the oil tab. We now have a large oil pump. So basically what these are, and realistically we don't need to be pumping more oil right now, but why not? So this was basically 4 pumps put together, sort of in a different asset. So there's the little minis, and then there's the larger oil pumps. And this just produces 95.20 per week. Takes 30 workers. This is 18. Okay, so it's almost double. Almost double it. Okay. Then 2 dome shelters for storing oil industry raw materials. Storage buildings can be placed outside the industry area. So this is just another version of storage that we have access to. Pop that actually right there. It's another nice little asset there. Very industrial looking. This stores 500 barrels of oil. So, very cool. More oil storage. But yeah, I think what we should do is place down. Let's keep collecting and making stuff, right? So now we can put another, yeah, put another one of those right next to each other. Let's pump out some more plastics. Get those chimney stacks pumping out, you know, greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. That's right, baby. Ah, the smell of industry. Nothing better, am I right? Nothing better indeed. Okay, so We don't have one yet, but, you know, I haven't really seen any boats coming here. Oh, there's one right there. Just spawned. Okay, so this is transporting to Spring Valley. Very good. Very good. Getting to export some goods. That sounds great. And this one's coming in. It's probably going to spawn a bunch of trucks. Once it comes in, doesn't have that much load. There we go. Now these, where are you guys going? Who knows? Who knows where these are going? It's hard to say. All right, so the other thing that, another addition that has come with this DLC is, have we unlocked it even yet? No, we haven't unlocked it. Regardless, we have the opportunity to now also build a cargo airport. So we have cargo harbors, we have cargo train stations. Those are all really, really great. Now we can build cargo airports as well, and a cargo airport hub. So it's basically a larger version of the cargo airport. Super, super cool. And that will be awesome once we can do that. I actually just had a thought that maybe we should put down a cargo station over here as well that has direct access to our rail. Because the idea was we were going to place, and we still could right here. Because this is going to be a little small town area over here. But I'm wondering, if we can drop in. Where would that connect to? I didn't even know where this was where this highway was going to go. Well, it could connect. You know what? I think I have an idea. We're gonna take a little bit of a side tour here real quick. Let me go like that. And then this, I'm gonna upgrade to a two-way so they can come in and turn right. Yeah. My only hesitation on putting a cargo train station over here is getting the trucks over here and how much of a pain that might be. Let me grab the rail. Let's think about this. This is a nice little challenge for us because we don't want the traffic to be insane, and we want them to have direct access to the highway, which they do over here and here. So this would be an ideal place for it, I suppose. So let's take our road, our industry road, and go like that, and split it off via this. Do a one-way system. Although I don't know. Let's see if I grab the train station, cargo train, right in the smack dab in the center like that. The train isn't our best friend over here, but let's go. This and I want to run parallel to, here we go, like that, and then have these talk to each other. Okay, so it comes in, drops off cargo, heads back out. I should really line this up like that. Give it a little. It's nice to give it as much room as you can, because you always want to make sure, again, that your rail, that there's enough length for at least one train. Have they changed how train rail looks? Some of these cars are empty. And some of them are carrying different types of goods. They're not just these like generic green boxes anymore. Whoa, that's new. And makes me happy. Very happy. Wow. Now it's carrying different things like coal and stuff. Oh, that's a good addition, because the train asset needed a refresh for sure. Wow, that is awesome. There we go. There's something I did not know existed, and I'm very happy about. All right, so let's go over the highway. Just connect up there just to give it some power. And then let's set up the road system. So we'll take our two-way streets. And this is going to come back and connect up to there. This is going to connect up to there. Okay, and we're going to reverse these. And upgrade. Okay, so in, out. Perhaps it should be the other... Well, no, because it's right turn, hopefully. Yeah, I think that'll probably be the best bet. I think. But yeah, so this should help do some boosting as well. And then over here, I think we could sneak, because we do need a little bit more, we do need more people. Because what I could do is take this intersection and then make just the smallest of towns over here. A little oil town where people live and work. And then off of here, let's see. That. I don't know how this is all gonna fit in here. We'll see. Do that. That's a little tight. I may want this approach to be a little less. Something like that. So then we can just get it, you know, because we don't want these to collide too much. Oh, and there's a pillar in the way. Let's do that for a second. There we go. Let's put that back. You're gonna be a dingus about it, aren't you? I wonder if it's not high enough. Yeah. Yep. Just need it to be a little higher. And that's okay. Just for the sake of this train little stop here, I'm going to make our tiny little cul-de-sac here. Just for a turnaround for our friends. There we are. Then, this will go straight. And it will turn down. And we will curve it like that. Great. And let's upgrade this not to one way. There we are. Great. And then off of here, we'll build little homes and things. And that needs power as well. I wonder if I could sneak another. Oh, that's not gonna even connect to that one. How about there? No, that doesn't even connect either. And then I know I'm paying money for these, but I like this over. I don't know. Seems like this is a place where windmills would exist, and it doesn't create a lot of power, but you know what? Sometimes it's aesthetics over function, right? Great, so now this train station will actually get used, and we could actually hook it up to the line that we have with this line. So I can go into here, and I can add... Can I add a line? Let's see. Or I can just create a new line, have it connect up to here, and then there can be a transfer stop there, and then come back and complete that line. Very nice. Let me go back to public transit. I'm going to make this the black line for our oil town. Black like oil. And then off of here, create some more industry in little areas for people to live. There we go. Just a little area for residents, and then I'll do another little cul-de-sac here. Why is the distance too short? No road guidelines, please. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't working. Cul-de-sac. When in doubt, cul-de-sac. All right. Very cool. We can do the other thing, same thing on the other side as well. We'll fill that in next time. How are we doing over here again? All right, we are pumping out stuff. We are almost to level 4. We just need 40 more workers to get to level 4. So before we end the episode, let me just drop down. Let's try to get some more workers in here. We need 40. Well, let's get another sludge pyrolysis plant. And that should give us what we need to boost to level 4. And we will tackle that next time. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode here in City Skylines, checking out and adding to our already wonderful city, the New Industries DLC. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time.